So today we're going to be reading Judges chapter 5 verse 31. Thus let all your enemies perish, O Lord, but let those who love him be like the sun when it comes out in full strength. So the land had rest for 40 years. These are the closing words of the great warrior prophetess Deborah. Now, this is actually amazing. We actually see in previous verses just how people kind of act, right? Dividing spoils and just kind of just doing what humans do best. And that's, quite frankly, be a little tainted, right? Deborah is saying, praying even to the Lord, that let all your enemies perish. The enemies of the Lord are those who, one, do not believe in Jesus Christ, and two, are completely hostile towards him and really advocate for everything that's not of him. These are enemies of God. If you are, and Jesus said this, you are a friend of God if you know your master's business, because he told the disciples before he went to the cross, before he went to the cross, he told his disciples that I call you friends now, because friends know their master's business, right? So this is a stark contrast on whom is considered a friend. And if we think about it, a friend really knows another person, right? Really knows you, really is very, intimate with you and knows all about your business, your thoughts, and everything like that. But on contrast, an enemy doesn't want to know, doesn't know, and they're completely hostile and against you. Now, we should be praying the same prayer as Christians, that all the enemies of God will perish. Because what we are saying is that we're looking to a time, as recorded in Revelation, where all the tears will be wiped away from our eyes. We will neither hunger nor thirst. There will be no weeping, no crying, no misery, no sorrow, no grief. There will be no more death. We should be looking for a time when the enemies of God would perish, and that the righteousness of God and his righteous children, his people, will dwell in the new heaven and new earth. This is what we should be praying for. Not necessarily that the wicked should continue to dwell in the land. And I know that might seem a little harsh and a little unorthodox to pray in the 2022, but this is our heart cry. This is our hope and our expectations, that really no man should die in his sin, but that all the enemies of God who are hostile towards him should perish, looking to that day where we will see Christ face to face, and that we will dwell in the new heaven and new earth where peace and joy reigns, right? So Deborah continues to say, but let those who love him be like the sun when it comes out in full strength. Again, this is a stark contrast to those who are enemies of God or not of God, right? Or of Christ Jesus. Those who love God are like the morning sun, or like the sun in its full strength. We have all that we need as we seek his face, as we dwell in his presence, that we are empowered, that we are full of might, full of strength, full of power, and that we are able to do exceedingly and abundantly, because God has given us that ability in his presence. Without him, we can do nothing. And this is my heart cry today. I actually haven't even paid much attention to this verse before today, but this is now my heart cry too, that the enemies of God would perish, and that those who truly love God would be like the sun shining in its full strength. This is my prayer. Stand firm, stand fast in the faith, brothers and sisters. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video, and comment below and share your thoughts. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.